don't worry about your memory, but you have to worry the most about your consistent activities of doing that thing. I have been told to practice English every day, and I have listened to English videos, English podcasts, especially audio podcasts, video podcasts, so many things that I literally enjoy listening to or practicing. But the matter is, I cannot speak English, right? So I think many of you thought thoroughly that you definitely fallen trapped of this way. I'm here to find out and also show you particular common matters that you mostly got but you don't know. All right, so here we're gonna go deeper to the common matters. In today's videos as well, we're gonna be talking about the spoken language. So what is the difference between spoken language and written language? When you study English, right, you got textbooks, probably. You start to enroll to study English courses. Maybe you attend school and you have the English books and your teacher definitely told you to study like this, like that, or you got the regular way to study by school, some kind of like that. But today, you guys watch my video and I want you to pay attention to my video closely. Don't skip this video because it's going to track the way that we got common matters and we can exchange our traditional learning styles that we definitely got from long time ago. And we have to understand what is the possible solutions like this. And then we can figure it out by ourselves, not going to somewhere, okay? You got me. I want to say shortly, yeah, no matter what you definitely got or no matter what you have learned English before, it's just before. This is all about spoken language. Yes, when we speak English, what do you think? You go to study textbooks and you believe all the lessons that your teacher have provided to you and you actually got them up and you can study them and you believe 100% that most of those lessons probably supposed to be used in daily conversation or casual conversation or natural English. Definitely not. Not 100%. Don't take me wrong. So I want to tell you to understand this way. So when you come to study English language, what does it mean? You have to understand that you learn English language for particular categories, maybe for speaking skill, writing skill, or maybe some kind of skill. Some students learn English because they want to have the best scores of the examination. You prepare your examination document or maybe some kind of material studies or material supports for your score preparation or maybe about your exam preparation. This is your point, right? This is about your set you're about to do. But if you ask me one question, I would like to improve my speaking skills. So what is the exact development or something that I need the most to develop? So you have to take a look to spoken language. Here, I'm not talking about written language. So we have to understand what is the difference between spoken language and written language. So when you listen to the videos, you watch the videos, right? You pay attention to any English videos, you're about to train your ears to understand the real English or the casual English conversation. Those conversations or those English lessons are supposed to be taught in real life, and you couldn't find them in your textbooks. That's the problem. And another point is about when you enjoy speaking English, right? You are equipped with your traditional methods or with your maybe textbook that you have learned with your teacher or somewhere, because you believe the best solution to improve my English is studying grammar, right? Grammar rules, and maybe I have to study all the following lessons supposed to be set officially or formally in the textbook. So whenever I have done them as the following levels, maybe level A1, A2, B1, B2 until like the top levels that you're looking for. So you think crucially like, yes, I'm gonna get that. Definitely wrong. So this is the point I would like to tell. If you have learned the traditional ways or maybe you have learned a lot from textbook, that's okay, all good. I'm not gonna offend you for this way, okay? But I would like to say you have to open mind to study or to understand the mindset of learning this spoken language effectively, especially for speaking skill. I'm here to point out some crucial parts. So look at this way. Spoken language right here, you may find them a lot in, as I told, in daily conversation. If you go to America, you go to English-speaking countries like England, probably, and you may see many people over there, they enjoy speaking English or saying any English words, English sentences, and sometimes would be slang and sometimes would be idioms, particular words of some kind. So many of them might be confusing you because you haven't heard before. This is like how you isolate yourself wrongly from the way you're looking for to the way you are not looking for. What are you not looking for? It's about something is unnecessary in use in our daily conversation. Why? We have to spend time a lot, too much, to study grammar, to study all the unnecessary parts of our English development in the future or right now. So that's why what we have to do is that stick to spoken language. Yeah. So when I speak right here, this is my spoken language, right? My messages or every word that I'm supposed to say or I'm going to say them up, it would be known as spoken language because it might be easy for you to understand what is my idea supposed to be made, formed by my words, right? I'm not going to say longer, so let's go to the common matters right here. So look at this. We actually got the first one, learning textbooks too much. I would like to tell you, or maybe this is my advice to you. Please do not take time so much to study textbooks. I know studying textbooks would be part of your development in language. Maybe it's going to be a part to improve our language too, but don't take that too much, okay? Take it easy because everything right now is so modern, is supposed to be up to date. You don't have to be out of date. The reason right here, you have to understand what we need the most now, right? Not textbooks like before. It's about the modern technology or some kind of can use or become regular to study, you know. This is the point. So the solution right here, what you have to do instead, rather than try to study textbooks too much, here, too much. I'm not talking about normal amount of textbooks that you are supposed to learn. I still support you. I, fully support you to study textbooks, but with supported amounts or, adequate amounts, but don't try too much. Too much is not good. And the solution is learning casual or real English conversations, all right? You can do this. So the point is, where should I begin? Where should I find them officially? Or where should I find them crucially? I couldn't find them. Can you help me? Look, learning casual or real English conversation, you can go to YouTube. I the one found out a lot of sources, maybe online sources of learning English with real conversation on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Most of them would be on social media platform. I think a lot of them would be available. So you can go to find out. Don't wait and don't actually think you can do it. No, you have to listen to something that you can understand 50% or 70%. That's going to be upgraded for your level. I mean, you're going to be moving further if you actually choose the right level of listening, okay? So the second thing is about believing in your memories. I found out many students still keep believing in themselves about memory or believing in memory systems. So look at me. Here, I would like you to understand how does memory work in your learning English language or in your English language. So memory is about things you do twice, things you have actual habits, or maybe known as the regular habits. You need to have regular habits, or you need to have the consistent habits that the habit is going to lead you, or any habits may lead you to have the consistent work or consistent performance. So just like right now, do you think I remember every word in my head right now when I come to speak English? I can't do that if I take one day to do it. So I practice my English crucially every day, usually, occasionally. I practice them almost every time. I think learning English it's a cup of tea of mine, so I enjoy doing it a lot. So that's why. When you enjoy doing something with happiness or enthusiasm, so you're about to do it for a long time. So when you do something for a long time or for, like long progress, probably it would be turned out to be the consistency development. See that way. This is how memory is supposed to be made, potentially. If you would like to build your memory system. So that is the reason. But if you come up with a negative idea or with a negative thought like, no, I want to study English, but because I got weak memories. Your memory never be existing unless you take long progress to do something. Another example to understand this matter, particularly, certainly here. So if you go to somewhere you haven't known before, right? Somewhere you haven't known before in your life, all right? The rest of your life, see now. And then you would like to travel to that place for sure because you got planned, you got particular way to deal some kind of things and you want to get there. That is your destination or something you're looking for, you want to do the most, but because you got no idea where the location looks like, right? So you're about to be lost in the middle of the way. This is exactly, your memory is supposed to be weak at the first time when you haven't done any experiences of doing that. This is like you got weak exposure of doing something. This is the point. Don't worry about your memory, but you have to worry the most about your consistent activities of doing that thing. If you want to improve your vocabulary with memories, you have to do any activities of using vocabularies. Yeah, do it, okay? This is the solution. Look at this way. Believing in practical methods. All I mentioned would be known as practical methods, okay? Move to the next. Learning grammatical rules too much. So most of you, for those, actually took grammar rules as the most part to improve your language. You got the best chance to improve your English proficiency or English accuracy, right? You want to be well corrected, or you want to be like so perfect when you say something, when you write something. You want to be the top of yourself, especially become top notch of using English language flexibly and more precise. Maybe you want to become proficient, right? But studying grammar rules too much is not going to grow your English speaking skill. It's not going to help you to speak English out loudly, clearly, confidently. Not this way, okay? You can study grammar rules for the mirror reflection or the mirror grammar, okay? This is about the mirror or the potential mirror that you got to reflect all the matters of English language. So why is that so? Why I said grammar rules supposed to be the mirror to reflect some kind of wrong thing you can understand independently, some kind of something right, something wrong. This is because the set correction, right? Or the correction of the language. So when you study grammar rules, you're about to know which is the perfect ways to avoid the mistakes and to make something correct, sound more precise, sound more accurate, like that way. That's supposed to be good. But too much is not going to give you the best way to get to your spoken language right here. Okay, solution. Look at it this way. What we actually supposed to do instead. So learning necessary or natural grammar. So for spoken language, you don't have to study all the grammar rules in English language. We don't have time, okay? We're gonna waste our time to do so. That is the reason you have to study necessary grammar or, yes, natural grammar, all right? So I have shared already before. I mentioned about the natural grammar, so I don't want to say that again in my video. Hopefully everybody got my point. So let's go to the next, is that spoken language is all about grammar. Okay, don't think about grammar all the time. Yes, I know grammar is important, right? But spoken language is not all about grammar. It's all about what? Understand this way, you get to your key right now. It's about communication, clarity, and confidence. What I am doing right now, I am saying and practicing and contributing my English words, my English speeches to any of you on the camera right now, because you, my friends, you want to find out and you like listening to my videos because you think you want to study, you want to master, you want to get to the top of your English development, like every part of your success of the language. This is what you're looking for. You want the most in this time. So say, I try to improve on my communication, also my confidence. I am well aware about my confidence when I come to speak. Sometimes I lose my confidence, sometimes I lose my clarity, so I am so kind of fed up in this way. But in this case, we have to master, we have to learn, we have to do it every single day to master, to balance our speaking performance with the communication skill, like confidence skill, and some kind of like clarity quality. So we need the quality of our clarity. Whenever we say, we have to make them sure. Loud, clear, and slow. And let's go to the next, is that lack of practical English activities. Lack of practical English activities. Why do I mention this way to you guys? Look, so when you practice English, you have to understand which way you come to practice. You practice what kind of them? Yeah, sometimes you just enjoy speaking for a few minutes. You listen to something not necessary, something's not quite good for you. It's still like you actually become lack of your practical English activities. So you have to understand and increase many beneficial practical English activities, the right destination or the right points. We need you to understand that. And that is the reason you are going to improve all parts of your English activities perfectly. Look at this, right? Daily performance of practical English activities. That's what I'm talking about. So let's go to the next, is that grammatical illness or grammatical mistakes. Why when you come to study English spoken language and you think about this, you got the negative idea, and I want to change your idea right now, not just about 20 minutes or some kind. Just change your mindset right now by watching my video. Because you believe strongly grammatical illness or mistakes would be the best choice to study your spoken language. And sometimes you got this. This is going to scare you. It's going to, maybe you're going to be afraid of this one, right? A lot of English learners, they are afraid of grammatical illness or mistakes. That's the point. And that's why when you're afraid of it, what will happen? Maybe you have no power to do your English performance anymore. You think, no, I cannot do it. I make a lot of mistakes. I think like learning English is all about mistakes. Absolutely, it's all about mistakes. But it doesn't mean you have to mess up with the mistakes all the time. All you have to do, like, enjoy your happy journey of using English language as the way you set to do. If you set that wrongly to do, you're gonna mess that up, right? That's the point. So don't mess the grammatical illness, okay? Take it as the part way to learn. But all you have to do, look at this way. So if you think learning spoken language, it's all about grammatical illness or grammatical mistakes, no. Speaking leading to be understood. All we want you to do when you come to speak English about spoken language, we want you to focus on speaking, try to speak to make sense, right? Try to speak to make understandings. So this is like what we are looking for years, all right? This is the solution. And the last one, spoken English, is about perfection. I see many of you, and I know many of you still hold the belief in this way, or you got a negative path of believing in yourself like, no, I study English, I need perfection. So you need perfection. So perfection never exists, all right, unless you actually understand this way. So this is the way to have the perfection. So it's about progress over perfection. So when you got progress, you got the way moving, right? So you're not in one particular place. You're about to be moving. It depends on your action that you definitely do every single day, every single time. So if you do something from today, you're about to be moving little, even though little but still worthy. It's better than like you expect to get perfection, waiting for that result. And look at that, think about that a lot, but you never ever get to this one because your action is no movement, right? But if you do this, you try to practice every day, you try to do everything with your English language, you are about to enjoy your progress, like something grow little by little, like that way. And finally, you actually got to your perfection. Yeah, so this is all about the spoken language I would like to explain. And you guys got my ideas? And think about it. You got two choices from now on. You still keep believing all of these problems, like keep holding them actually in your mind, Or you abandon them down, you abandon them off, or you replace with these ideas, these potential ideas, the possible solutions to help you out and stand you right away to have the better spoken language in the future from today. So that's it. This is the clear message. And hopefully everybody, if you like this video, okay, mention your friends and maybe share this video to your friends and they will learn right away as well. So thank you for your cooperation by watching, sharing, and liking. And I appreciate for your effort. And see you next time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.